This is International Sports Center, presented to you by Dr. Yu.
The regression data here. This is the original data set. So I'm verifying this data for a outlier in our data set. So I can use a non-linear version of regression line to recalibrate the stats.
Welcome everyone to International Sports Center, and this is presented by Dr. Yu, and this is 2022 October 7th, right after the game of Thursday night soccer. Last game, Harvard won 5-3, and that's the first victory of the Harvard since the great transfer, what we call. How do you think about that? We have a coach of Harvard, a captain of Harvard right here, Jae-bin Lee. How do you think about that?
Hi, this was our first game that we won. It was really an honor to play as a captain and also at the same time as a player. I love the team, Harvard, and yeah, we like to play another game next week, TNS, with our same team and with our same high of the match member. Yeah, it was a brilliant time playing this TNS soccer.
Well, that was a great opinion. How do you think about that, Tony?
Well, I totally agree with general opinion made by our coach, our head coach supervisor, Jae-bin Lee. By the way, I found this energy bar made by Dr. Yu manufacturer.
Absolutely.
Marketed by Dr. Yu, very original.
Absolutely.
I found this very energizing.
It's brilliant.
It's full of proteins. It's a balanced fat, protein, and vitamin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a advertisement, it's just my opinion. I highly recommend Dr. Yu Energy Bar. What do you think about our today's match?
Yeah, right. There have been a lot of struggles and conflicts in and out of the team, but our team resolved that well, and we finally,
Yeah, bro, you nailed it.
we got the victory, bro. That's really good
That
thing to talk about.
was a great comment about the game. Yes, Harvard indeed nailed it, and Dr. Yu is also nailed it. Again, this program is presented to you by Dr. Yu. Recharge your vitamin throughout the day, throughout the match, after the match, anytime you want. By the way, we have the chairman of Columbia right over here. Chairman, how do you think about your loss? It's the first loss of the season. Guys, let's keep it simple. Keep it simple. It's the spirit of Nike, just do it.
That's a really painful.
Just do it, bro.
It's a really painful time of the season. But anyway, the important thing is
Loser!
Dr. Yu 很好吃.
Yes,
大家吃饱了.
we agree about that. And one more thing, we almost had an interview with the high of the match, Albert Park, the Korean Asian international. But we failed to have him because he is sleeping after the game. He's quite tired, so that's quite sad. So we're going to let the teammate talk about his performance. How was Albert Park, your teammate, today?
Tony from the bottom, bro.
Oh, he came from the
that
bottom.
homie came straight from the underground.
Oh, he came straight from the underground.
Yeah.
And how is his goals? He scored 3 goals, and I think that's the first of his season. How about that, Jae-bin?
Yeah, he scored 3 goals by
own?
himself. Yeah, it was awesome. His
Yeah, he got this sick flow flowing into his vein.
without Albert, yeah, we couldn't win the game.
Oh, without him, you couldn't have won the game. That's actually true, because without his 3 goals, the game would have been 3-2 to Columbia. So his existence was very important. Now, Dodo, how do you think about his presence in the game? Like, he not only scores goal, he contributes to the defense, or he tells you what to do. How do you think about his performance?
He's definitely a legit player.
Yes,
He's legit.
he's legit.
Yeah.
Yes,
No doubt.
he's legit. And we have to say that this commentator is definitely not an affirmative action pick. He is definitely here because of his merits and his quality of eloquence. And by the way, Chairman Ma, how do you think about your opponent's game? Harvard obviously played, I think, the best game of their season. How do you think? How would you rate their game from 1 to 10? How would you rate their game?
First, I would like to congratulate all the players of Harvard for the last win of the game, and we will show you next time.
Oh. So that was a very brave comment. Now, the one who is holding the camera is Steven Shin. He's also a Columbia player. He scored 1 goal, by the way, and this is the 4th game, like the 4th consecutive game that he scored, and that's quite interesting. And so, Steven, how do you think about the game? Even though without your face you can speak.
Hi, this is Steven Shin,
Yes, Steven?
and I missed lots of goal chances today, but next in the next in the next play, I wish that Team Colombia will win with 10 goals by me. So I am really looking forward to the next soccer game, and I am really looking forward to the opponent captain Jevin Lee's face when he lost again.
So he's definitely going to score 10 goals next time, but he cannot score with his hungry stomach. He should score 10 with Dr. Yu Energy Bar, because this definitely energizes your day, even in the morning, even in the night. Not only in the Monday night, but also in the Thursday night when the soccer game is happening. But this commentary should not be bound to England, I believe. I think we should send this back to Japan, where our reporter Hamanogi Kimono is now ready to talk about this game.
Oishimono.
Yes, and Hamanogi Kimono, and there is also Andoni Nagamoto. There is I think I pronounced it wrong. There are these 2 sports reporters from Japan. Are they online? Andoni?
Mr. President?
Yes, Andoni. How do you think about today's game? How do you think about the Colombia's performance?
Actually, my name is Muhammad Arab
Muhammad
from
Arab.
Pakistan.
Oh, sorry, I think we got the wrong line. Anyway, Muhammad Arab, do you have any
I'm from
knowledge in
Mumbai
soccer?
International Broadcast Station. The same person participated in the last interview.
Oh, you are the one from last interview. Okay. I think we got wrong person on the line, but I hope he has deep soccer knowledge. So, Muhammad, do you have any soccer knowledge in soccer, or can you bring any insight to this game?
I think even in the absence of player joining, so Team Arbor did excellent job in the defense, offense, and even in mental training. I think as an analyst, I think the Dr. U Energy Bar was the primary motivating factor and energizer that was central to the winning of today's game. And also, I believe that JBL speaker will be the next sponsor of the international football club.
It's a microphone.
Okay. We will cut with that advertisement, but I have to point out that this Dr. U is not only sold in Korea, not only sold in America, not only sold in Britain, but also in Pakistan, where our Muhammad is living in.
Milo.
We have to point out, thank you, Muhammad.
The family pack is selling available at 9.99 Pakistan dollar.
Of course, $9.99 Pakistan dollar is very cheap, and it's also cheap in Korea. But thank you, Muhammad, for joining. But I have to point out, Muhammad wouldn't have been joining here without.
Why are you recording my words? It's racism.
Oh,
I found this interview very disturbing.
oh,
It's full
Muhammad.
of racism. It's full of aggressive comments.
Muhammad, this is in. Oh, please cut this line off. Please cut this line off.
Angie.
에너지바는 닥터유.
This is International Sports Center, presented to you by Dr. Yu and ExpressVPN.
Yes, welcome back to the show. There was some problem in I think network while we were interviewing Mr. Kenny Carter, a black soccer expert from Washington State University. Yes, and speaking of this song, the one who remade this song he has some really hot topic online. We want to call to Sensuous Steven, a renowned singer and also a great soccer fan, to talk about today's game. Steven, how do you think about Jevin Lee's appearance today?
Hi, this is Steven Shin.
Sensuous Steven.
Oh,
Yes, Sensuous. How do you feel about Jevin's appearance today?
oh,
Rate him from 1 to 10. So if he's hot, then 10. 1 ugly.
so I will rate him as 1 because
Why is he 1?
he's not hot.
He's not hot.
Because I wrote Emma Watson is super hot in the.
Today is the golden day of my life. It's the final day of U Chicago submission. Oh.
Ho, 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 bring a bottle of rum. Ho, 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 cream and whiskey bourbon. Ho, 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 bring a bottle of booze. We got nothing to lose. Ho, 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 ho. Woo!
Think differently with brand new 2022 MacBook Air.
This is International Sports Center, presented to you by Dr. Yu, Nike, MacBook Air, ExpressVPN, etc.
Yes, we earned a lot of advertisement during this broadcast, and I believe that is a good evidence that this broadcast is amazing. And I want to talk to Miss Min.
No.
Miss.
Per
Sorry.
neural transit
Oh, sorry. I just felt there was a wrong person. Sorry.
neurodivergent,
Yes.
ultra identifying, tonisexual.
Yes. Per Tony Shin. So we really want to hear their opinion and what Z thinks about this game. How do you think about it, Tony?
I forgot to turn on the ExpressVPN.
Yes, that's very important. If other VPNs usually will slow up your internet, but ExpressVPN will keep your Wi-Fi just banging all the way to your broadcast. So, talking about fluent broadcast, I want to talk with Mr. Jevin Lee.
Hi.
And also Hong Kong's businessman Wei Ma.
我有名字是王马良伟。
Yes, I think these two people, I specifically invited these two people to talk about this game because they are great financial supporters of International FC. Again, I really want to thank these two people, and I want to ask, where is International FC going? What is your next plan for Harvard, and what's your next plan for Columbia? Can you two guys make some resolution around this? See.
Since this was our first game that we won, we're going to win every game, every Thursday night.
Dr. Yu,
Bars. All day and all night.
Fiji water.
iPad Pro, JBL speaker, and I'm JBL.
I can eat this all day.
你好，
你好，
你好，你叫什么名字？
你吃饭了吗？
啊，谢谢。 Sure. I'll hand to
Mawei.
Mawei.
Yes, Mr. Mawei, how do you think about the future of Colombia? Where's this team going? What's your future plan? Any plans to transfer? What's your
So our
Translate need.
Can you please translate to Mandarin? What's your next plan? Guangdong.
你叫宋王龙，
And how do you think about this game?
你叫马亮伟，我是喜欢。
And do you have any plans for transfer?
你叫欣赏完，
叫周勇，南少景，
毛志东，你好吗？
操你妈！
是的吧？是的吧？
Sweet bar.
Oh yes, sweet bar. That's something we
Dr. U Energy Bar, by the way.
because it's the sweetest bar in the world. Also, this is the most energizing bar.
Without
in
any
the world.
synthetic glucose, this energy bar can energize you all day and all night.
And we really want to thank Duolingo for providing our educational support for Per Tony Shin. Isn't he crazy? Deng Xiaoping. Because he learned Cantonese through Duolingo, and that was amazing. Can you share some experience in Duolingo, Tony?
So as a two-spirited person, I found that Duolingo, my female half of my spirit scored 1.5 on Duolingo, and my male counterpart scored 2.0 on Duolingo, which I found very excelling, by the way. So Duolingo is first of all free for all, like Dr. U Energy Bar selling at 9.99 Pakistan dollar locally at the store, but also available in the US market. I found JBL speaker also having a special promotion with a promotion code Sensuous Steven for 20% discount. And also Fiji water. This is also in hot sale. It had also the Head Soccer, the newly developed game system of Meta, which is a leading metaverse company of the field. So this is very relevant game for international soccer players. I just scored 1 goal.
No, you didn't.
And I found this very interesting.
Oh, thank you, Per Tony. Today I want to talk about this power ranking because International FC keeps track of our power rankings and all the stats of our power ranking. Still, first in the power ranking is Steven Shin. He scored. Can you imagine this? He scored.
That's scam.
Yeah, that's not real. Bye.
So, talking of scam, there are so many scam VPNs out there in the App Store. You can click on any other VPNs, but those VPN company want to steal your identity. Now, ExpressVPN will never steal your information. They made a. Let's move on to the next point.
Do not use unicorn.
ExpressVPN available freely online, both at App Store and Google Play Store.
ExpressVPN on.
Store.
So, you guys can call it a scam, but we really want to point this out because this is a statistical fact that Steven Shin scored 13 goals in his last 4 games and still ranks first in the power ranking. And actually, Jebin Lee and Albert Park was in his 6th and 7th place in power ranking. But after today's game, they climbed up to their 3rd and 4th scores. And this power ranking really suggests that still Colombia is a dominant force, but Harvard is also rising. Now we want to call back Mr. Kenny Clark from Harlem, New York, to talk about this power ranking. How do you feel? Do you have some power, bro?
I got some power.
And what do you got on your neck?
Ice. Ice on my neck.
No doubt shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
And what's on your wrist?
Yeah, rolling on my wrist. There's no more to say.
And what's on your teeth?
grills, diamond grills. It's really feeling hype.
Yes, that's a really insightful comment from Kenny Clark. He just mentioned that he has ice on his neck and rolling on his wrist and grill on his teeth to top of it. On top of power rank. I mean, he's just so great player. He's just a so talented commentator. Besides the fact that he's very black.
So talking about power, let me introduce Tony Coleman.
Power is something that is not obtained naturally. It's something that you build up with this Dr. U energy bar.
Isn't that real Tony Coleman?
What?
Wow, it's Tony Coleman.
Wait, David.
What, that's real Tony Coleman.
That's Tony Coleman. Sexy Coleman.
Cow.
Introducing Dr. U energy bar. Balanced protein supplement for your diet.
I just did not know that Tony Coleman would appear in this show, and that just proved that how massive this show is. But we want to again point out that this show would not be here without all our great sponsors. And this show is presented by Dodo.
Dr. U, and ExpressVPN, JBL, iPad Pro, MacBook Air, Fiji Water,
Eclipse. And Nike with its Jordan special version.
Nike, Barron's, Princeton Review, and all that.
So I just heard that player Dodo from Team Harvard was committed to Harvard University actually, as a varsity player. So what do you think was your key contributor for your commitment to Harvard?
So I studied comparative government and politics in Harvard, and especially the AP comparative government and politics by Barron's worked pretty well, and so that's one of the key points that I want to say.
That's true. That really works. If there were a book called AP Soccer, everybody would play like Lionel Messi. I really tell that this is really effective.
This is International Sports Center, presented to you by Dr. U, JBL, Fiji Water, MacBook Air, Omron Ear, Thermometer, Ernest Hemingway, Fabry's, Haggis,
And AP Comparative Government and Politics by Barron's.
So, we really want to talk more about everything this game, but the clock is running out and it's really unfortunate. But really, thank God that we earned a great supporter, a great advertiser to our show, Ernest Hemingway. That's a great honor for us. And we really want to conclude this show right now, but I want to hear just one comment from you. Now we're going to have another match next Thursday. That's also going to be a Thursday night soccer. What's your plan and what do you expect? Can you give a prediction of a score? Let's go from this way. Mr. Ma.
Yes.
Can you give a score prediction for next Thursday night soccer?
So we just got an official news from Song and Jong that she will be participating in the game next TNS.
Wow. That's incredible. That's so inclusive, so brave.
So we are
So
wishing for Colombia to surpass.
Wow, this
in-
is true. Yes, it is true. It is true.
It is true.
It is true. Wow. So, Colombia's gonna win.
Yes,
The score would be
7-1.
7-1, and Sung and Jong will be scoring.
Yes, and that's one.
Oh, the other
The
side.
only-
That's a very profound opinion. And for my prediction, I am going to say Colombia is going to win 6-4. That's what I'm going to say. Next week there will be some differences to the game, as one of our injured player will be returning and one of your injured player will be returning, and all those will be factorized into this game. I believe Colombia will win 6-4, especially when we ban Harvard from eating Dr. U energy bar, which will actually boost them to score 1,000 more. And now we'll get to Dodo. Dodo, who's gonna win and how large?
I think Harvard going to win by 6-3.
6-3. Why is 6-3?
Manchester score.
Oh, that's a Manchester score, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the reason.
Yeah.
Yes, Kenny Clark and Dodo Kenny Clark from
Hey,
Harvard.
love you, Manchester.
He supports all the homies from Manchester, and he's coming from underground with his pistol in his hand, and if we shoot with them mother effer, he's going to F with that shish. Next, to Tony Coleman, also identifying as ultra-identifying, multi-hypersexual, alter ego, weed mania,
And Neo Transit.
and
you forgot that.
Neo-transit,
And that was very insulting, by the way.
no, yes.
So I think I
I
predict
didn't finish his name.
Dr. U and H bar. Available at 9.99 Pakistan dollars.
So who's gonna win? Per.
I think Harvard, of course, we're gonna win by a score of 5-3. I think because
Wait, is this mini?
it's
Mine.
mine.
Oh
it's
yes.
my
Sorry,
money.
yes.
So I think newly joined player Alexander William Bay for Harvard for Team Columbus, not Columbia, Columbia, and newly joined Andrew Choi for Harvard will somehow offset their stats because I found out that Mr. Alexander William Bay and Andrew Choi have about similar stats.
They're all American.
Of course, they're all American citizens,
Pittsburgh and Guam.
so it's gonna be somehow offsetted. So that's why I found out the score will be generally same, no big change, 5-3. I think. What about you?
Oh, that's first of all, that's exactly what I really admire about Zem. That Z can alter from one personality to another, but their argument is always consistent. I really admire your courage, your bravery to come out here and coming out of closet to talk about your own identity. I really thank you, Per. And now let's move on to our today's winner, Jevin Lee. And are you going to be the winner next week?
Of course, definitely. However, I think the next game will be kind of tough since
Tufts?
Tufts University, presented by Tufts University
In Boston. Also the Boston College.
and also Boston University.
And also Boston Red Sox.
yeah, that's all. And so so like as Kangmin Bae, Alexander William Bae, and Sung Eun Jung will participate our game. It will be really tough. However, we will definitely win
So
by score
Yes.
like 7-3.
7-3. So from Colombia, who's going to score the 3?
3. Hyungkook Kang
Thank you.
and Yang Yu-ma.
And another.
No. Okay, I'll take Sumin Kang for a goal.
I almost, yes, thank you. And I almost forgot somebody from online meetings, Stephen Shin. We almost forgot our renowned singer and also a soccer enthusiast, Stephen Sensuous Shin. How do you think about this game? Who's going to win?
Hi, this is Stephen Shin.
Yes, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes, who's going to win next Thursday?
Actually, I'm in Italia,
Or
and
in Italia?
I recently saw the match between Lazio and some
Spezia.
Spezia,
C'è Spezia.
Yeah.
Sì.
and I predict the next match between Team Colombia and Team Harvard will be the victory of Team Colombia with 4-0, as the same as Lazio score.
Yes, he's a real enthusiast in Lazio CC, Lazio Club de Calcio. And yes, I think that's a valid prediction. Now, our panel is split in 3-3. Harvard 3 and
And also newly signed the Seo
By the
Kim.
way, that was very disrespectful.
얘들아,
I was most experienced.
얘들아 빨리
Me as one person.
oh sorry, it was 3 to infinite.
집에 약간
Harvard took the more opinion.
카메라 안 나와 너.
Yeah, Seo Kim.
자, 카메라 안 나와 얘가. 재빈이가 좀 더.
알았어.
There's one breaking news right here.
There's a newly signed player, Seo Kim, Harvard, and Ji Hwan, and they're going to join our game. Probably next week, I guess. Yeah, so.
Wow, that's really unexpected news. And with that news, we are today going to conclude International Sports Center, sorry. And thank you for all the panels from coming out. Thank you for all the people in Pakistan, in Japan, in Italia, and also all the spirits that are watching this show. Thank you. Bye bye.
And also for the victims of Purdue University homicide incidents, we sincerely hope
Yes,
everything is
and
fine.
everybody in Ukraine, thank you for all your sacrifices and peace.
Bye.